Awesome. Well, anyway, so my name is Ben Bradshaw. Appreciate your time, everyone. Thanks for logging in. We're going to be brief tonight. Just share some information that was shared with me actually a little bit about a year ago by some good friends who actually you guys might even see on here tonight. They shared this project with me, a little over a year ago, and wasn't the right time for me. Believe it or not, I had some other projects going on. Lost some money with some of the investments, which is might seem kind of crazy right now because we're in a bull market. However, it happened. And so, I was kind of skeptical, kind of skittish, if you will. Loved my friends, right? But it just was the wrong time. Had a good friend of mine come back around actually and share the information with me. And it was literally it was the right time. Tried to pick a hole in it, met with them, couldn't do so. So it actually became one of those things where it was like, if you can't beat them, do what? Join them, right? So joined them. It was about 90 days ago, give or take a few. And, minus last week, we were actually down in Emerald Isle, my family and myself, and took some time off, about 9 or 10 days, and just relaxed, which is why I actually have this beard now. I relaxed so much that I didn't put my hand up to my face to shave it. So, but it's kind of cool when you work for yourself. It's like, I'm just not going to shave today and no one can get mad at you. But anyway, until my little daughters start pulling on it, and then for sure I will shave it. So, but yeah, just got back, actually had a great time, and just refreshed and leading the charge for our company, and what we're calling pay yourself first, right? Pay yourself first is the movement we've created. We have a platform that we use. We're just a bunch of average, everyday people that, have read a bunch of great financial books and, learned from gurus like Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I mean, you name it, right? The book, The Richest Man in Babylon. I mean, even the Bible tells you, to pay yourself first and how to do so. But not very many platforms give you the opportunity to do it and do it for free and do it the way that we're doing it. And so, yes, we created it, the movement, but all we're doing is leveraging platforms to be able to do it. And, we have an affiliate side as well. If you're not looking for an opportunity, that's quite okay as well. We're not here to try to get you to do something you're uncomfortable doing. You should for sure not be uncomfortable paying yourself first. That's kind of common sense. So if you're not a common sense person, this is probably not the webinar for you. But maybe someone that is interested in paying themselves first, or also interested in making some extra money part-time on the side. And so regardless of where you see yourself, appreciate your time, and we'll get started with this. I'm going to do a screen share really quick, and bam. And so let me go ahead and knock that out. Okay, great. And Keely, you're actually a co-host. So if you want to help me out, that'd be awesome. So you don't have to be smart to do this. You just need the help of phenomenal people. And so, here's some slides we're going to go over, right? And it's going to give you a little basis of what we do. You're probably going to have some questions, which are great. Questions are phenomenal. Let's make sure that, you get your questions answered by people who can answer your questions, right? And so, basically the question is this: what plan do you have to help you accumulate wealth, right? Somebody probably asks you, what you're going to do. And if you're open and interested to making more money, you were probably introduced to this by a friend, family member, neighbor, complete stranger, right? Who knows? So we're just in the business of sharing and collecting decisions. So as for the company, the platform that we use, it's Carrot Bars International. It is not a company that is one day, someday, a flash in the pan, or, we're not asking you to be anyone's guinea pig. A mentor of mine one time said, dangling the proverbial carrot, saying one day, someday. He always said one day and someday are not on his calendar, just Monday through Sunday. And so, this company has actually been around since 2011, headquartered in Germany. So it is international, 500,000 affiliates. From a timing perspective, the company is rock solid. I consider it ground floor. Why? Because we actually don't charge you anything to open up your free account with Carrot Bars, the platform. To pay yourself first, it's free. So 500,000 affiliates, I would like to say that a fraction of them actually are affiliates, meaning that they're making commissions and working commissions because like anything that is free, it is typically undervalued. For me, it is very overvalued because actually I could just show you my account and you would understand, but I won't do that. So the company has a global platform already in place, you know, so you don't have to worry about laying your head on your pillow at night, wondering where your money is or where your actual commissions or, you know, the infrastructure is already there. Okay. So we're just looking for lookers, right? And so here's the CEO and founder of the company, Harold Seitz, Dr. Harold Seitz. I actually have not met him yet. I hear a lot about him. And he's a senator in the Global Network, a member of the Economic Council globally. His mission is to produce the highest quality gold available in the marketplace and to open the doors and let the average everyday person the ability to participate and pay themselves first, right? Again, common sense. And so here's always been a challenge. And, you know, so for gold, for example, most people can't get in the game and buy gold because they can't afford to buy ounces or bars, if you will, right? And so, you know, with us, you can literally purchase as little as, I think it's €5 worth of gold. So who can do that? Anyone can do that. Okay. And so I love that because again, he levels the playing field and allows people to rinse their fiat currency and put it into real currency, which is physical gold. One of the things that I think that I admire most, which is very rare nowadays, everyone I talk to that has met him and have access to him and talked to him that are part of our organization, they say he does what he says he's going to do and goes above and beyond. And as you guys know nowadays, where, you know, we live in the day and age where the media is crazy and social media is crazy and everyone's an expert nowadays, right? For someone to actually walk the walk and that they talk the talk is pretty rare. And that's something that I value to the highest. So there's really 3 ways to participate. I mean, I don't know how much more simpler this could be. I'm actually hearing some background noise. If someone is not on mute, if you could do that, that'd be great. 3 ways to participate, just save gold, okay? Again, your account's free. We actually don't even ask for your social security number. You know, so it is up to you to report and pay, you know, whatever you want to pay in taxes. Obviously, you want to be responsible, consult with a CPA. I am not a CPA. I have a phenomenal CPA. I just am not that person. So, so you can save gold, right? You know, it's always been a solid investment.
Mac.
Everyone. Back on. Okay, so you save gold, right? So at the bottom, you can see it looks like the bot, right? So we have some people on from Thailand here tonight. That would be what the bot's currency looks like for Thailand. There's a little piece of gold in there, and that is called what we call cash gold. Up top, you can see 6x 1 gram. That's 6 grams of gold. Okay, and so now obviously the goal is to get as close to market price as possible. But if you get the gold that is at the top, then it comes in a hard plastic case, and that is going to protect your gold. And it does cost a little bit more because obviously it costs more to protect your gold in that case. You can get the cash gold at the bottom, which is in like a paper form. It's still 999.9% 24 karat gold. Okay. There is no difference other than the case that you're paying a little bit more to protect your gold. So get in where you fit in on that. You just buy gold. That's number 1. Here's why gold is important. You know, since the Great Depression in 32, the dollar's lost 98% of its purchasing power. Gold, however, has risen by over 4,300%. And so it literally is the only currency that is universal, right? And so you look at your US dollar now, for sure it's strong, but obviously you look at the stock market going up. You look at, what else? You look at the housing market going up, and then interest rates just got cut again. And I'm like, okay, that's phenomenal. However, it's a huge bubble. What goes up must come down. Not to think so is naive, right? And so instead of being reactive like everyone was back in 2007, let's be proactive now because it's going to happen again. It's just the way that it is. We call it a market correction. And so how do you do that? Well, you do that by literally getting your money and insuring it just like you do your house, just like you do your car, your health, your life, even your cell phone. Nowadays, people insure their cell phones. Awesome, right? So insure your currency and get it out of, something that is going to decrease and put it into something that is going to increase. Common sense. Again, you'll hear me say that. But take a look at this, like $19.99, right? You could buy a whole grocery bag of groceries or grocery cart of groceries for $20. Now you take a look at 2019 and you just don't get that same money. It's called opportunity cost. Like today, I got a cup of coffee with a friend going over this information. And, the coffee, I think it was almost $6, right? I'm thinking about in 1999, it would have been probably $2. So your dollar is not working the same way that it used to work, and it's going to continue to do so. The only way to get our income to keep up with inflation is to make more money, right? But most people don't have a vehicle to do that until now, where they choose not to, which is, their choice. But how do you solve that inflation, right? It's pretty simple. You solve inflation by, again, insuring your currency, taking your money out of physical currency, like a savings account, which, inflation's like 2.8 to 3%. So if you have it in savings, it's not actually savings. It's you're losing, like a 2% CD or something like that. I don't know, right? So, but again, just diversify, protect yourself, insure your money. Number two, invest in cryptocurrency to build massive wealth. This is one of the reasons why I was very skeptical last year when a friend approached me, was because I had just lost a bunch of money in cryptocurrency. I didn't know what I was doing, didn't have mentors. Here's what's cool about our Pay Yourself First movement. We have mentors that have had $30, $60, $90,000 days in cryptocurrency, and they're a part of this company. They're actually some of my best friends, and they introduced me. And so we have access to them. They do Thursday night trainings for our team on this platform, and it's free to log on. And so anyone can join that. It's pretty cool. You can learn all about it. Here's what's different, right? So like I had a friend actually, I was at his dealership today. He told me back in 2008, 2009, I believe, one of his buddies approached him about Bitcoin, which is the biggest topic nowadays, right? And told him to throw $500 in. And he's a pretty affluent guy, makes money, but he was like, "You're dumb, don't do it, ha, whatever," right? And that money actually today would have been about $30 million. So when I showed him this, of course, he's jumping in on it, right? Because again, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, right? So here's what's different from our cryptocurrency versus the other coins that are on the market is you don't have to worry about the volatility. You don't have to worry about trying to be glued to your phone and make money on pump and dumps when people are buying and selling. With ours, it's physically backed by our gold, okay, which is pretty awesome. It'll definitely relieve, that skepticism, or it should. So as for cryptocurrency, what is it? It's literally a digital asset, right? It's a way to send and receive money. It was created for the average everyday person like us to send and receive money to each other without having people feeing us to death. Like the banks, right? They say, give a man a gun, he can rob a bank. Give a man a bank, he can rob the world. And so some of these numbers I'm going to show you are pretty crazy. However, they are available in the stock market. The challenge is there's just too many hands in the pot that are making money off of your hard-earned money. And so cryptocurrency is the future. It's like gravity. It's just one of those things that's non-negotiable. You can dispute it all you want. Just be happy your feet are on the ground, right? So same thing here. Central banks are already looking to adopt cryptocurrency because they can't stop it. U.S. citizens actually can accept their federal or state refunds in cryptocurrency. Josh Rosen from the Miami Dolphins, when he was traded over there, he said, "I want my contract to be paid in cryptocurrency." People are figuring it out. Walmart actually is coming out with their own coin. Facebook coming out with their own coin. There's a million coins on the marketplace. However, none of them are like ours, and I'll show you that. So here's what I mean by that. There was a coin called KBC that came out last year. And so my buddies that, are part of our organization, this is the coin that they were telling me about. Hey, you need to buy this, buy this, buy this. And I just lost a bunch of money and felt like it was, you know, irresponsible of me to throw more in without having mentors and people that were financially vested in my success, i.e. like we do here with Karatbars and Pay Yourself First. And so that coin hit market, and these guys made over, you know, well over 7 figures because they had a bunch of the coins. They bought it for fractions of pennies on the dollar because it was in the ICO phase. Okay, coin came out, boom, skyrocketed. They thought it would take 3 to 5 years before they sold out. It took 90 days. Crazy, right? So the company said, okay, we can't come out with more coins of KBC because once you come out with a certain amount, that's it, game over. However, they opened up the first cryptocurrency bank in Miami, Florida. And the coin that they're launching September 20th is actually the coin of that bank, of that cryptocurrency bank. And so what's going to happen is they're going to merge them together, and I'll show you that. But so again, you missed out on KBC. You can buy it at market price if you'd like. It's on 7 exchanges. However, you can buy KCB in the ICO phase right now. Again, pennies on the, you know, a fraction of percent of a penny on the dollar. And you can get a ton of crypto of their coins right now on sale, if you will. And September 20th, you will pay market price. And so again, timing is more important than talent, and I'll show you that. So let's talk a little bit about this slide here, okay? Because if you don't get anything I say tonight, you don't like the beard that I've been growing for a while on vacation, you know, you're not even interested, whatever it might be, completely fine, by the way. You know, make sure you understand this chart. Take a picture of it if you have to, whatever, right? And so the company in July 4th, last month, had Gold Independence Day in Las Vegas. And for the first time since the gold standard, right, when that was removed from the US, where, you know, the dollar isn't backed by anything now. Actually, if you drop a dollar, it's going to cost you more to bend over and pick it up than it is to keep it moving, right? Because it's not worth anything. You can take your dollars down to the Fed Reserve and they'll tell you to kick rocks. Just the way it is. Because they're printing off so much of it, it's just not worth anything. And so the gold standard was removed in the 70s. Okay, now for the first time since the 70s, you could actually exchange our KBC coin, 100 coins for 1 gram of gold. So it was Gold Independence Day. Why? Because again, our coins are physically backed by gold. So they'll never fall below the actual price of what gold is, market price, which is phenomenal, okay? Because that's where you want to be. So we have packages of this gold, you know, of these coins. You can start, you know, 150 euros, which is like almost 200 bucks, all the way up to €1 million. Get in where you fit in. We have something available for everyone, okay? And so let's, you know, the most popular package right now is 3,000 euros. It's going to give you about 45,000 coins, right? So let me do some math for you guys real quick. And, you know, of course, I'm going to peel back the layers of the onion to give you a conservative amount for those that think I'm dealing in fantasy land. It's quite okay too. I have almost 300,000 coins. I don't care if you believe me or not. Let's be honest, right? So again, I'm just paying this forward to allow, you know, to share people the Pay Yourself First movement. So, but I am not unhappy whether you do anything or not. So, so 45,000 coins, right? That number there. I would encourage you to write it down or put it in your calculator. And so September 20th is when the coin comes to market. October, they're going to fork those coins together, meaning they're going to merge them. So let's say if KBC was the dad and KCB was the mom and they had a baby, it would be GSC, and that would be the only coin, gold standard coin, okay? And so September 20th, you can buy for market price. You can also withdraw your money, any money that you'd like as well, to a bank account, you know, that you upload. But January 1st is really the first benchmark. January 1st, 2020, January 1st, 2021, 2022, 2023, okay? Those are the numbers you want to pay attention to. So 45,000 coins, and if you see down here, it says 75 GSC equals 1 gram of gold. So you take those 45,000 GSC coins and you divide by 75. Because again, every 75 equals 1 gram of gold. You get 600. So 600 times, let's say $40. If gold actually goes down, I think it's like $55 a gram right now, right? So let's say gold went down 15 bucks, which is just skyrocketing. So again, you do that 600 times $40, right? So every 75 coins is equal 1 gram of gold. So 45,000 divided by 75 equals 600. 600 times 40 of 24,000 coins. Again, tell me a place where I can park 3,000 euros, 3,500 US dollars, and get a return like that in less than 6 months. I'm right behind you. Actually, I have extra money that we can, like, tell me how to flip my money, right? You show me where to put it, and I'm right behind you. So again, that's the name of the game. And the whole premise and purpose behind Pay Yourself First movement is because we want to introduce new things that we can keep flipping money and create wealth amongst our friends, family, and neighbors, which is like another common sense thing to do anyway, right? So pretty cool. 2021, you take 45,000 divided by 50, and you get 900. 900 times 40 if gold doesn't do anything is $36,000. Again, not upset, right? For $3,500, pretty good. Take 45,000 divided by 25, you get 1,800. Let's say gold does not do anything. Again, it stays at $40 by 2022, which would be insane. You have $72,000, right? So again, 3,500 US dollars, you know, for that, right? Pretty crazy. Now you can invest more, you can invest less. I hate to even use the word invest because I'm not a financial advisor. So, you know, seek the opinions of financial advisors and yada, 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 you know, that whole disclaimer. So let's say 45,000 coins again, January of 2023. So for every one gold standard coin is 1 gram of gold. So 45,000 times 40, again, if 3.5 years gold doesn't increase at all, you're looking at 1.8 million US dollars. Pretty insane. Pretty insane. Now, again, some people say, yeah, well, how do I know it's legit? And it's like, I mean, nothing is guaranteed. I mean, you know, the stock market is not guaranteed. Life isn't guaranteed. You know, you could actually work this week and go into work on Friday and there's chains on the doors. Like, that's not guaranteed. Job security, you know? So, you know, hey, I mean, at the end of the day, like, there's always risk involved. I'm going to tell you to, you know, not risk more than you can afford to lose, because that's good common sense. Again, those two words, right? But you got to shoot the score at the end of the day. And if not this, then I don't know what. But, you know, let's take that $1.8 million and say we're off by 99%, and you still turn 3,500 US dollars into 18,000 in 3.5 years. I'll throw this out there again. Show me another place where I can do that, and I'll put some money in with you, right? So pretty insane. So that's phenomenal. It's approaching pretty quickly. And so you definitely want to get in with your crypto package. Let's talk about multiple streams of income. Because if 100% of your income is 100% of what you do in today's world, who knows, right? You know, I don't know if you guys have read this book. I would highly recommend it. I wish they taught it in school, you know, along with like revolving interest, balancing a checkbook, how to pay your taxes, you know, all the things that actually make sense in the grown-up world, right? So, but it basically says there's 4 ways to produce income in, you know, today's world, right? Most people are employees. It's very noble to work hard. You have a job, you trade time for money. Now, in my opinion, it's kind of a thing of the past, but I understand that people do it. And, you know, God bless them. I hope they find a way to create wealth. I have not necessarily seen anyone that gets wealthy by having a job personally, but I've seen people make a great living by doing that, and that's awesome, right? As long as someone's happy, I'm happy for them. But if you get sick or you want to retire or something happens, what happens, right? Because if you go to work, you get paid. If you don't, typically you don't. And, you know, so I don't know, right? Most people that are self-employed, you know, you can create wealth there. However, you basically own a job because you have to pay for everything up front. And as a business owner, you're typically the last person to get a check, right? And so, sometimes you don't own it, it owns you if you don't have a system in place. So the goal is to become like a business owner, a big business owner where you own a system. I hate to say McDonald's because I don't eat fast food other than Chick-fil-A, but that's not fast food, right? That's what I tell myself at least. But basically you own a system, and you hire high school kids to run it. The fries are on the left, the shakes are on the right, right? And that's the name of the game. So, setting up assets to spit off cash flow with you or without you, and then ultimately taking those and getting down into the investor quadrant, where you send your money out and it has overalls on and it comes back with more money. And that's exactly what this allows people to do, is to do the same thing without having to come out of pocket $1.8 million for McDonald's, right? To go into debt, to basically work out of debt, and hope that it works, right? Franchising is great if it works. However, typically it takes 3 to 5 years to see any return, and the odds are stacked against you. Here, with the way that we actually, work and produce, we have a system. System stands for save yourself some time, energy, and money. And we teach you what to do and how to do it. We're not asking anyone to quit their jobs. Please don't do that. This is just in addition to. Now, obviously, you can just buy our crypto and buy our gold. I would encourage you to take up to 10% of what you make on a weekly or bi-weekly or monthly basis and take that dollar and put it into gold and just keep doing that. Pay yourself first, right? That's the name of the game. We actually run raffles with our teams where we give away 1 gram of gold for free for anyone that buys a gram of gold for themselves for the week, right? So we couldn't incentivize people to literally build assets for themselves anymore. Like, again, common sense. Cryptocurrency is something that is kind of distant within 3 to 5 years. You can pull money out along the way if you'd like, but obviously you saw that evaluation. So let's talk about a little bit about our referral commissions. How many of you guys know 2 people that are overworked, underpaid, sick and tired of being sick and tired? That's the name of the game. 2 getting 2, getting 2, getting 2, getting 2. It's a non-flushing, what we call binary. It's confusing, so I don't want to lose you. But as long as you know 2 people and they know 2 people and they know 2 people, some people say, oh, it sounds like one of those things. And it's like, yeah, well, number one, it's not, but whatever floats your boat. Because it is physical gold and crypto, that's the product. We don't get paid for what we call recruiting. We get paid to help people invest and pay themselves first, okay? And so, there's no cutoffs here. So if someone does better than you, we're not going to hold them down or try to restrict them from achieving success, because this literally goes to infinity, and the max that you can make is 180 payouts per week, which is pretty insane. You will not be upset at that. Here's what I can tell you. You won't understand your check, but you will cash it anyway, okay? We have check match. So let's say you bring on Dave, and he brings on Wendy, and Wendy brings on Jesse Stansel from Canada. You would be very, very, very happy to earn 10% of Dave, of what Dave makes, 3% of Wendy, 100% you'd be happy, and 3% or 2% of what Jesse makes. You will not complain at all. You will go find a bunch more Daves and Wendy's and Jesse's, okay? And then we have more matches on what people actually are making on a weekly basis. Here's what I love about that is it encourages people to help people. I was just on a Zoom just like this an hour ago with some friends, helping them get started up in Canada. And, I've known, one of the persons for a long time, and she introduced me to someone else and just said, hey, can you help us get started? For sure. Why not? Like, of course I want to help, but obviously it's kind of nice to be financially vested to do it too. And so let's talk about how to make some money. So here's a disclaimer, right? This is not an official Carrot Bars document, okay? And so this is basically upon your efforts. We just broke it down simple. Can anyone do it? For sure. Will everyone do it? Absolutely not, right? Like, it's, it's most people, we know like the things to eat to get healthy. We know the things to do to make money. Like, again, pay yourself first, right? Like it's been written about forever. People just don't do it. You know what I mean? They actually say like all the all the solutions to life challenges have already been written about in a book. The challenge is people just don't pick them up, right? And so at the end of the day, like, we put this in place because we dissected this compensation plan. We can help you maximize it, but we can't do the work for you. We can just help you do the work. So we'll, plan your work with you, but we'll also help you work your plan, but we'll do it because you do it and not for you, but we'll do it with you, okay? And so here's a simple 90-day challenge. And again, I'm gonna be very conservative on these numbers because it's pretty simple, common sense, right? So our bronze package, 150 euros, it's about 189 US dollars, right? So let's say you come on board with the minimum. Now, I wouldn't make your minimum your maximum by any means. That'll give you a little over 1,000, almost 2,000 coins. That alone is a solid purchase. But let's say that, in your first 7 days, you secure the bronze package yourself, and then you bring on 2 people to do the same thing, right? So you pay yourself first, and then you pay it forward to 2 other people. And you do that in your first 7 days, you're gonna make $34. Not a lot of money, but if you look at what you collected or what went into the system versus what's paying you out, pretty great return on your investment, right? Week 2, week 3, week 4, I mean, you can see how this grows, right? People know people. So if you rinse and repeat and you do that same activity for 90 days, you will collectively have made in your pocket, aside from the coins and the gold that you've purchased, that's just added extra, you will make $13,000 in commissions just by introducing 2, that introduced 2, that introduced 2. Now, here's the thing about it, right? Is everyone going to do that? For sure not. Let's say there's a 90% failure rate. You still make $1,300 in 12 weeks. Part-time on the side, like, that can do some life-changing things for some people. And again, you just bought a bronze package. Pretty simple, right? Let's take it a step further, because some people say, well, you know what? I want more coins. I understand the game. I'm no stranger to taking chances, right? No risk, no reward. So you want to come in at the silver level, 850, right? Dollars, give or take a few dollars. And let's say you come on at that level, you get a pay raise, right? For doing the same work. And everyone else comes in at that bronze level, the, $190 or whatever it is, right? You still make $16,000 for doing the same work of getting two for 12 weeks. You come in at the gold level, $1,800, you get a boatload of coins. Right now, they're giving away 110% free bonus of coins. That's insane by itself. And again, you work that same getting two for 12 weeks, you make 20,000 US dollars aside from, your package. Here's what most people do. They get the VIP package. Why? Because it's going to pay them literally over double for the same work. It's like, if I'm going to put my time and effort into something, I want to maximize my return. That's business 101. Again, common sense. And so 3,600 US dollars, give or take $1 or $2, right? 45,000 coins. I already showed you the money on that. That's without recruiting or sponsoring anyone. However, if you work this plan that we put in place, aside from the coins and the gold, you bring on 2, they bring on 2, they bring on 2 for 12 weeks, right? And they just get that bronze package, the simple one. You make 30,000 US dollars. Again, show me another place to invest my time building something, and right behind you. I haven't seen it, which is why I'm here. Because for the last year, I've been flying around the country, meeting with CEOs, listening to spiels. Most of these products are, being put on Amazon or eBay for half the price, or they're expiring. And, I believe in those things. I believe in mission-driven, causes. Obviously, pay yourself first. But again, I was like, where am I going to put my time that is going to help the most people? And I'm going to get the biggest return on my investment and my effort. And that's why I'm here talking to you guys today. Here's the other packages. Again, they go up to €1,000,000. So get in where you fit in. Get back with the person that invited you, and let's figure out, 3 numbers for you. Here's how you figure out how to get involved. What's a number that I can get involved that I can't pay my rent or my mortgage on the first? So figure out that number, scratch it out, because we're not going to let you do that. figure out a number that is like, hey, here's comfortable. I'm not going to get off the couch if, American Idol's on. So write down that number, scratch it out too. And then there's a number in between those two, which is like, I'm hungry. I'm going to get resourceful. I see this as a way out, for me and my family. Let's make it happen. And you pick that number and we'll work backwards to design a package that is congruent with your work ethic and with your goals of what you want the package to do for you. And, that's literally, that's the name of the game. As for research, most people ask their, broke friends, family, or neighbors for advice on finances. And then they wonder why they never get ahead. That's the number one reason why people fail in the world in general. So research people that actually, are credible and resourceful, not some blog by someone who can't tie their own shoes, okay? That's actually trying to sell you something anyway, behind the scenes. So the London Bullion Refinery is our partner for our refinery. They actually refine our gold. It's the number one refinery in the world. So check that, right? We're in 140 countries now. FedEx is our delivery partner. Check that. MasterCard is our payment partner. Check that. Obviously, the Vatican, they buy our actual cards. They don't make money from the affiliate program, but they actually buy our cards for different, raffles and, things that they do. So pretty cool. And so the name of the game is that. I mean, that's that, right? Rock solid company, ground floor, but you only have one time to get involved and get a coin in the ICO phase. Obviously I would definitely recommend paying yourself first because that's common sense again. And so here's what I want to do. You guys have been hearing from me for the last few minutes. Okay. And so I want to pass it around, and, definitely introduce some people that are near and dear to me to, just share with you why they're excited, like what they're doing, what they're interested in, and it's not a bunch of hype or flash, or anything like that. I mean, these are just average everyday people that I know that are my friends. And the one common is the same is like, we just want to help people. And, so let me first pass it over to Grace Jackson out of Michigan. Grace, are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I sure can. Yeah, do us a favor. Tell us your background, why you're, what the pay yourself first movement means to you. And I know you jumped before I even did with the company, and I'm grateful for that because you actually gave me an example of success, just, seeing and witnessing your success. So I'd love for you to share your quick story if you can.
Sure. Awesome, Ben. So I'm just so grateful to even be connected to you. Just so you guys know, I've known Ben for, I think, the last 6 years. And, been under his leadership, and he's just an amazing, amazing, amazing leader. As anybody that knows him now, can definitely tell, he has the heart of a servant, just wants to help people, so I'm definitely excited to continue to be connected with him, especially in this pay yourself first movement. But I have a background. I work with children, adolescents. I have for the last 20 years, residential treatment program. So in my day job, I like to help kids and their families, and so when I had the opportunity to get connected with Carrot Bars and the Pay Yourself First movement, I was really excited to be able to do that because it gives us an additional opportunity, to first make sure that we're in the right position, but then to also help our friends and our family and anybody else that's looking for something more, something different. As we know, most people really are, I ask people all the time, how you doing? They say, oh, I'm living the dream. Most of them really mean they're living the nightmare, so to continue to be able to be a part of this and to share with other people, I'm just excited about and glad, like I said, to lock arms with Ben Bradshaw, his wonderful wife, Lauren, you can see in the pictures behind, and their 2 lovely daughters, so we're all family, we love one another, and we just want to continue to help everybody. So thank you, like I said, Ben, for this opportunity, and I'm excited about everybody else that's jumping on board. You're muted, Ben, just so you know.
I appreciate that. I'm going to shoot it over to Jesse Stanzel in Winnipeg, what I call Winterpeg, Canada, if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, share the same, please.
Hey, Ben, I appreciate you, brother. Phenomenal information that you've shared tonight. Can you guys hear me, first of all?
Yep,
okay,
good to go.
I'll keep it brief because I get fired up and I could share a lot. So for all those on the call that don't know me, Jesse Stanzel is my name. Background is an array of various things, but I've been in the profession of this industry, I'll say, for almost I guess 8 years, we'll say. I met Ben in our previous company, and I do want to share that, and I know Grace just mentioned it, but serious heart of gold. The guy, Ben, you love helping people, and that's what your true mission is, and it's very evident when you speak on all these calls, but tonight for sure. And it's amazing because I appreciate you. If I hadn't met you in our previous company, I wouldn't be here talking today with you, and that's a blessing in itself, and we could go on about that forever. But the information, guys, that he shared tonight, my second background I'll say that I have is I've been involved in the cryptocurrency space for almost 3 years. Done very well with that, and the information that you guys heard tonight, it's ridiculously life-changing, and I'm so excited that we're able to share this with so many people. I can't even stress that enough. The fact that we have a cryptocurrency that's physically backed by gold is insane in itself, and for those that don't maybe fully understand that, that's okay, because you don't have to know everything about what's going on here, which is a beautiful thing. And I'm excited to share this with so many people. I've already helped my family. My parents, they're retired, and they've got money in the stock market, and I trade Forex. I've been involved in lots of stuff, and if you're following any of that right now, the Dow lost 880 points yesterday, and if you guys noticed at all, the price of gold shot up. Cryptocurrency, the market cap shot up. That is an amazing thing for all of us, and I don't profess to be an expert. However, I do read this stuff and follow it daily, and that's a very good thing for where we're at right now. So for everyone on this call, you can get fired up about that, because when the stock market crashes, everyone pulls their money out and they put it into gold, and they put it into now cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, because that's the next thing that's about to, move and shake more than ever before. So the timing of where you're all at right now is amazing. And the fact that we get to, first of all, pay ourselves first, which since I was 18, I asked my pastor way back in the day, and I'm old now, but I won't give my age, but it's a long time ago. I asked him about a book to read when I was 18, because I said, I want to learn about finances. I want to learn what to do, I was just hungry for information. He told me to read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I'll say it, I'm 38. I just turned 38 this last month. So 20 years ago, I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and that completely changed my entire life as far as everything. But any financial book that I've read thereafter has always told us to pay ourselves first. Generally 10%, tithe 10%, whether you're a believer or not, or you're into church, that's fine. But like, you give 10% somewhere, whether it's a charity, whether it's whatever you believe in, a foundation, etc. And then you take care of everything else, but you pay yourself first 10%. That's all we've ever read in any book. It doesn't matter what the author is. Anyone that's a gajillionaire, paying yourself first. So all of a sudden, here we are, we're able to pay ourselves first, and we get to do it in actual physical gold. And it's a ridiculous blessing that cryptocurrency is attached to this, which again is incredible. So I could go on and on about that, but you guys all just know that you guys are in an amazing spot right now. Whatever you choose to do with that, if you're new on this call tonight, you can take this information and really run with it, and it will truly change your lives if you guys let it. And if you guys have questions, I'm here to help out as much as I possibly can. Love you guys. Peace. Cheers from Canada.
Awesome. Appreciate that, Jesse. Yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. Actually, Jesse's someone that I respect and look up to in the crypto space. And he was someone, back when I first got involved in cryptocurrency and put money in inside of it, he would help as much as possible. But again, he wasn't financially vested. So friend to friend, he did everything he could, and I'm appreciative. But just knowing, I mean, he's forgotten more about cryptocurrency than I know. And so to have him as part of the team in this pay yourself first movement is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And so, you know, with that being said, guys, I don't know what else I can say or add. I mean, it's, you know, definitely get back with the person who invited you, get your account created. It's free to do it. And then let's set up your game plan to help you get in where you fit in, whether it's buying a crypto package, whether it's buying gold and paying yourself first, or whether, you know, and introducing other people. I mean, this is the first step of what we're doing, which is, again, paying yourself first. And then we pay it forward, right? We find other people to join our calls. And then just like Jesse was saying, pay yourself 10% and then, you know, give away 10%. Think about the ripple effect of, town to town, city to city, state to state, country to country, of all the people that we can help and bless when we're giving away 10% of what we're doing because we're participating in the movement as a community. Doesn't matter which company you work for, traditional, non-traditional. If you're in another network marketing company, great, that's awesome. Go max out the comp plan. Just make sure you pay yourself first in case they change the comp plan, right? Or they have shipping issues, or, you know, whatever it might be, right? Or if you're in a traditional company and, you know, you get a 25-cent raise for the year, like, congratulations, that's awesome. Start buying more gold with it. Like, I don't know what else to tell you, you know? And so, but we can do a lot of good if we start paying ourselves first and then paying it forward, which obviously, you know, is the name of the game. So I appreciate you guys logging on. Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will have our training. You know, we cover everything. Every week is a different topic. Same website here, www.payyourselffirstmovement.com. I encourage you to hop on Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, we'll just go from there. But I appreciate your time. I hope you guys are all doing well. And God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.